In 10 years' time, I would like to be one of the quickest men in the world, if not the quickest. That would be amazing. It's asking for a lot, but if you're going to think big, just think the biggest.
Born in England to a Moroccan father and an Iranian mother, 19-year-old Adam Gemili burst onto the athletics scene last year. In July, he clinched gold in the 100 metres at the World Junior Championships in Barcelona. A month later, Adam was on the start line at the Olympic Stadium in London. Aged 18 at the time, he was the youngest member of Team GB's athletics squad and one of the youngest 100-metre sprinters at London 2012. Yet, growing up, the man they call Roadrunner harboured ambitions of a somewhat different sporting career.
Athletics wasn't anywhere in my mind at all. I had no intention of doing anything in the sport. It was all about being a footballer for me, and football's always been my first love. And when I was 8, I got signed for Chelsea, and I was there until I was 15, so I was there for a considerable amount of my childhood and basically grew up at the club.
In 2009, the promising right-back was offered a place at Chelsea FC's academy, but he declined it, unwilling to disrupt his education by relocating to the English Premier League side Surrey training base. Instead, Gemili spent a year in the juniors at Reading before signing for English League Two outfit Dagenham and Redbridge. Alongside his football, Adam competed in a few athletics events for his school. His raw talent was noticed by UK athletics coach Jared Deacon, and in 2011 he was entered into the European Junior Championships in Estonia.
Preparation going into that was zero, pretty much. I was training with a local coach once a week for about 4 weeks, going into it and literally just working on probably just wearing spikes properly and how to use blocks and things like that, and I didn't really train much at all for it, and I went there and I came second in the European Juniors, and then that's when I sort of realised maybe I could do a little bit more in the sport and take it a bit more seriously.
In January 2012, Adam gave up football and started training at the Lee Valley Athletics Centre in London. His coach is 41-year-old Briton Michael Afilaka, who vividly recalls the first time he met the young star ahead of the European Juniors.
I was a team manager on the European Under-20 team, and it sort of ran the kind of times that sort of like takes people like 2-3 years to run, and you think, okay, yeah, maybe that was a fluke, and then did it again, and think, okay, yeah, he's not going to need 2-3 years.
Although Gemili was recording impressive times in those early training sessions, his technique left a lot to be desired.
He just ran, literally, you know, head back, arms everywhere, you know, and it wasn't great, but obviously got the job done.
My technique was absolutely shocking. It had no technique at all. I did, how they say, you run like a footballer, your arms are down straight by sides, legs all over the place, heads all over the place. Like, I used to think it was just get from there to there as quickly as you can. But now, obviously, I've been working very hard with my coach and I've got a great team behind me, and now I've got a proper technique and I'm just learning the sport slowly.
Since committing to athletics last year, Adam has been following a bespoke 6-days-a-week training programme aimed at improving both his technique and physicality. On the day we met up with the 19-year-old, he completed an intense session of interval training on the track before heading to the gym for some strength and conditioning work. Over the past 12 months, Gemili's all-round running capacity has improved considerably. In fact, he travelled to Barcelona in July 2012 as the favourite to win the 100 metres at the World Juniors.
I knew if I performed how I needed to perform and I did what I needed to do in training every week, then I could hopefully come away with the gold. So I did that, and when I crossed the line, I looked at the clock and it said 10.05 seconds, and that was the quickest time I've ever run to date. So that was brilliant, and I jumped in the air, and the physios told me off because I nearly injured myself, and I couldn't believe it because I was world junior champion, but still world champion.
But the 19-year-old is keeping his feet on the ground. He's currently studying for a degree in sports science and human biology at the University of East London, a backup should things not work out for him in athletics. To relax away from the pressures of his studies and his sport, Adam enjoys nothing more than strumming a few chords.
I do play a bit of guitar and stuff, which is quite cool. Like, I taught myself and stuff, which I enjoy, and it's just a bit of peace away from like athletics, or if I'm at university. So it's nice to just get away from it and do that, or just hang out with friends and just chill out.
Later this month, Adam will head out to the USA for a training camp, after which he'll compete at the World Championships in Moscow. The teenager will be hoping to make further strides towards his ultimate goal, becoming one of the fastest men in the world.
I've learned a lot very quickly, and now I'm in the sport full time. I can relax through winter, do a proper winter's training. It gives me an opportunity to learn a little bit more, like perhaps other sprinters, and gain a bit more experience. But I see it as it's an opportunity to develop more and show people what I really can do. If I can do this in whatever 6 months, then give me a year, I'll show you what I can do.
I think he could be very good. Adam could be, if we keep on progressing, not at the rate at which we progressed last season. I think, yeah, he could be one of the best that's ever taken part in the event.
So, Bolt, Blake and co, watch out. A young man called Adam Gemili is coming for you.